WideSide Sports. Welcome into the program. Back at it again.
Yeah,
it's like we do an episode, take 2 weeks off, do an episode, but
feels
summertime.
Like it's been a month.
Ain't nothing going on. Nothing going on.
No.
Period. Except teams are getting back, and one conference pretty much doesn't exist anymore. And technically a lot of shit happened since the last time we talked.
Yeah. The whole is the Pac-12 even going to be a thing?
There's only 4 teams.
Yeah.
And I believe today the ACC said no to Stanford and Cal. They
said no, huh?
Yeah. Voted no. Then the funny thing was a statement came out of from the AD at Notre Dame going, I don't understand why they wouldn't want this. It's 2 intellectual institutions that would be great for this conference. And then the first comment was like, you're not even all the way in this fucking conference.
Yeah, why are you talking?
You play basketball here.
You're an intellectual school that should be joining this conference. Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, but we like our money, but let's tell you how to spend your money.
Yeah, no shit.
You fucking piece of shit.
God damn.
I hate Notre Dame people.
Yeah. To pretend like you're not doing the exact same thing that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're just chasing the money. Why don't you join a conference? Well, we got that NBC contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Dicks. No, but
kids.
Oregon and Washington now, did they accept the invitation to the Big Ten?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume they did.
It's got to go through a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But
I hope they all join at the same time now.
It's 2024.
Cool.
To my knowledge.
You know what I'm saying, though? I would hate for you let the first 2 in, USC, UCLA in, and then 2 years, and then I hope
they can't do that because their conference isn't going to exist. Because they also don't have money of your big plan was to sell your fucking TV rights to Apple.
Yeah.
Here's the minimum amount of money you get. But if people sign up for Apple using your code, you get a percentage of that. Are you fucking, you could make hundreds of millions of dollars. So if they go to appletv.com/Oregon State, I'll get fucking $1 for every, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if, because there was talks of 2 more going to the Big Ten too.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's
the thought is that they want 20.
Yeah.
Notre Dame being one of them.
Yeah.
Where the Big Ten has Notre Dame by the nuts now.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Ten can just go, hey, you're in this conference, so we're not scheduling Notre Dame, so that takes UCLA.
Yeah.
I mean, it just...
Yeah.
Good luck filling your schedule.
Yeah, say good luck doing that. Yeah, that's fun. I'm excited for the expansion.
Yeah.
It makes it way more fun now, and it makes the college football playoff expansion more fun. Now you actually have... This is going to be a fun conference tournament. Now, I hope they redo the sides and make it a little bit more even.
Divisions.
No divisions. Just
no division.
Top 2.
Starting in 2024, there's no divisions in the Big Ten.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I did see. I remember that now.
Yeah.
So just top 2.
They did that years ago.
So top 2 dudes, top 2 schools go out in the Big Ten championship game.
Yep.
That's cool.
And they did it that way for 2024 because Ohio State and Michigan played each other back to back and split, or one of them got beat twice. Chances are you're still making it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
And then I hate all the olds that are like, man, you're taking away the traditions, and it's gonna be who gives a shit? You're the type of person that's not even watching those bowl games.
Yeah. Well, who was it that came out and said they don't want Michigan Ohio State to be in the last week?
Ryan Day.
Yeah. What the hell?
What the fuck is his deal?
What the fuck? Yeah. That shit does make you say you're going to get fired.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Makes you look, he basically came off looking like a little bitch.
Exactly. We don't want to play them late because it makes us look bad if we lose.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, because if you play them early, you can get it back. But
it's called rivalry week for everybody plays that.
Yeah.
When do you want to play them? October?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's stupid. USC and UCLA are still going to play that week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid. That's a dumb fucking comment by him. No, but it's going to be fun. And then the SEC hasn't asked to have any more join, right? Just Texas and Oklahoma?
Not yet, because a lot of it's going to depend on Florida State.
Yeah.
And because the thought was like, oh shit, the Big Ten's going to get Florida State and Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they went after anything, it'd be Notre Dame, Clemson.
Yeah, and then Florida State.
Because Clemson can go either way. They're like, well, they're more of a Southern school. It's like, well, they're not that far out of the footprint of the Big Ten.
No.
But
no, if you're having USC and UCLA come over, it's not really mattering anymore.
Like you're
guys.
really not affecting their travel schedule that much.
Not at all.
But that was when they looked at that when Florida State came out bitching and moaning about not getting enough money.
Yeah.
And then like you start seeing the actual conference contracts. It's like,
oh
my God, who did that deal?
Yeah.
I mean, so Ohio State, or not Ohio State, but the Big Ten gets $1 billion a year through 2030.
Yeah.
The AC or in the SEC gets like 780 or 800, call it 800 million till 2031 or 2029 or something like that.
Yeah.
And the ACC gets 240 million through 2036.
Oh my God.
And they were the last ones to work their deal.
The deal, yeah. Wow.
The Big 12 got more than they did.
Yeah.
With a shorter contract.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
By adding Colorado.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, but they got Dion. It's like, he's going to be there for 2 years.
Yeah. He's moving on to a bigger program.
And then somebody else is going to, if he's successful, somebody else is going to hire him.
Yeah.
It's like, who signed that deal?
Yeah. I know a lot of the big talk besides conference is like, a lot of people have been talking about like the sleeper teams to try to make a move. And, one of them was Florida State. And I was like, I just don't see them.
No.
Like, if you beat Clemson, okay. But you can't lose to the shit schools that you lose to sometimes.
I like that, too, on the realignment when they talk about Clemson to the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
And you get people coming out going, well, yeah, but South Carolina's already there and stuff like that. I'm like, well, fucking Alabama and Auburn are in the same state. How about Mississippi and Mississippi State?
Yeah.
How about all the other fucking schools that have two teams in the state? What are we talking about? Because that was the talk because you have Florida.
Yeah.
And you can't, if Florida's there, you can't bring in Florida State. Fucking why?
That makes no sense.
They're with Miami.
Yeah.
In the ACC.
People are stupid.
It's
like your reasoning
you don't
behind
want the dominance of fucking South Carolina.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard one.
Go Cox.
I was listening to what is that? The college football show or whatever, Barstool.
Yeah.
And they were doing like if you could make one rule as these realignments going, and I think it's Casey or Katie,
the chick.
Well, there's two chicks.
Oh,
one's Casey and one's Katie. I can't remember which is
I thought
which.
Casey was the blonde.
Okay, then the other one.
The other one.
Hers was like, well, if you're gonna have super conferences, they should just have a relegation model. So like like the Big Ten would be relegated to the fucking MAC.
Yeah.
Hey, we got 20 schools here, and the bottom 2 or 4, whatever you'd probably be 2.
Yeah.
You go down to the MAC, and
Yeah.
then the top 2 MAC schools come in. It's like, that'd be kind of fucking cool.
Yeah, it would be
because you could play your way into a $50 million check.
Yeah.
Because that was the other point was how many programs are going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have 20 teams in the Big Ten, you kind of need to play 10 or 11 conference games.
Yeah.
And then, the Bowling Greens and stuff like that get that half,
that big money check.
$750,000 check to play Ohio State. Like those things start to go
bye-bye.
Like Middle Tennessee plays everybody in the SEC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
they probably get what, $500,000 to do that or $1 million?
Yeah.
I mean, at least probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of like
there goes funding.
Those games just go away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that episode was weird because that Brandon Walker, he got in a wreck. He's driving down to take a car back to his mom down in like Mississippi or something like that from Chicago.
Yeah.
And driving through a storm and then like some wind just kind of hydroplane spun around, hit a rail, went off the road, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, sorry, there wasn't an episode last week. I got in a car accident last week, but I'm fine. But my life flashed before my eyes. And the whole episode, you just see him going, oh, standing up. It was like,
you're weird.
Dude, you're alive. And this happened a fucking week ago.
Calm down.
Get over it.
Calm down, dude.
I'm just saying, mentally, I'm in a bad spot. It's like, you're a bitch.
Yeah, it's
exactly what you are.
You're a bitch.
How many times I've almost fucking died? A lot. I mean, get over it, pal.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. He's got annoying since he became a bitch.
Yeah. He's a flat out bitch.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, like the whole thing with like, Dave's mean to me.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. He's your boss. And I bet he's not that mean to you.
And he calls you out on being a bitch. I mean.
Yeah. I'm like, they sit there and make fun of you way more. Dave's not even now he's in the building, but he's not even in the building anymore.
How about that deal for him?
No shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I got all of it back for nothing.
$1.
$1.
He finished the sale of it. He sold Barstool for $500 million to Penn.
Yep.
And then bought it back yesterday for $1. How much money do you think they're making in gambling that they just flushed $500 million so they could sign a contract with ESPN for $2 billion?
Yeah. That's crazy. That's great. I like the evolution of it, how it just blew up. Because at first it was just comedy. They were trying to make fun of everything.
Yeah.
Funny clips, funny things, and then these little podcasts here and there, and then he's just trying to hit each little section of everything, and they're doing a great job of it.
I listened to his little his emergency press conference or whatever once he bought it back, of like, it makes sense for Penn too, of like, you bought this entity that's on the rise and now you're trying to silence them because every time they say something that causes controversy, Penn's stock goes down.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, just
and then they can't do shit because they're trying to get licensed of like, this shit ain't gonna work.
Nope, just go ahead and take it back.
Yeah. It was he bought it back for $1, and the deal is if he ever sells it again, Penn gets 50%.
Okay.
I'm like, and he goes, I'm never selling it again. He goes, I'll just give it to
somebody,
either KFC or Dan.
Yeah.
Or if they're dead when I die, I'll give it to their kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And you can tell, I was on Twitter today, like, their content's already changed back.
Yeah.
To, all right, gloves are off.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I watched one of his last pizza reviews. I think he was in Texas. Did you see that one?
Which one?
So it's like the big one, the giant ass.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it sucks. It's just big. It's just rolling, laughing. Like that. And in my mind, I'm like, what made you think it was going to be good? Because typically
nothing.
anything really that gigantic, it's hard to make it delicious. Because I bet the middle of it is doughy as fuck.
Yeah,
it's hard to get that.
Because how can you cook it?
How can you cook it? You're going to burn the shit of the edges if not.
But that was I watch all his pizza reviews.
Yeah, they're funny.
It's pretty good content.
It is kind.
And the fact that
I'll never go to any of those pizza places. It's just
because one, they're too busy now. If they get over a 7, it's too busy.
Yeah.
But now it's gotten to the point of like, as soon as he opens the box, I can look at it and go, that's like a 7.4.
Yeah, exactly. I know what he's into. Yeah. I know he didn't like that.
But then the one, because it came back is a while ago, he did one of like, bullshit New York stuff where it's poor people want to feel fancy, so they go buy the most expensive item. It's the $1,000 pizza that's got caviar and gold. And he took one bite. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm going to throw up.
Yeah,
this is disgusting.
I bet it is.
They should be ashamed of."
Like, not everything needs to be on pizza. You can put a lot of shit on pizza,
but they did that. I remember watching probably like Food Network or something, like a travel show.
Yeah,
it was showing this mother and daughter that like from the Midwest buying $1,000 hamburger, with like the gold leaf and it's just the decadence of it. Talking like that of like, you don't have the money to do this.
No,
and that is terrible.
Yeah, just give me
just make a burger.
Just make a cheeseburger, man. Make a cheeseburger because they're pretty easy to make. It's hard to fuck up a cheeseburger. Just like it's hard to fuck up pizza.
Yeah,
because even bad pizza, it's like still pizza.
Just cook it.
Yeah, exactly.
The only way you can fuck it up is make it doughy and soggy.
I'm a big
cook it.
I'm a big sauce guy. Like I like a lot. I like a saucy pizza myself.
Yeah,
but I mean, some of the ones like what do they call them? Like the Metropolitan pizzas.
Oh, fuck that.
They don't look like they put enough fucking sauce on. I'm like, I don't want to eat crust.
Just smeared it.
Yeah, or they put the circle in the do the little like fancy like gay.
Well, mine I like mine well done. Like I like the cheese to have a little crisp
brown,
to it. Of like sometimes with the local establishment, tell when they're busy, they come out. It's like Well, this could have taken like another 8 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. I like, are you a square or triangle guy?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't think it really matters to me either. I think more people around here do squares than triangles.
Well, that's kind of a.
I should say the local joints. Now, like Domino's, Pizza Hut, they're triangles and stuff. But
for the most part, that's like an Ohio, Chicago kind of Midwest cutting squares. But yeah, I don't mind it. You know, one of your friends is like, no, the triangles taste better. It's like, well, it tastes the same.
Yeah, no,
you're a piece of shit.
It's all pizza. It's all pizza, buddy.
What kind of bread do you suggest at Subway?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Pick your own bread. Did you forget about that one?
Yeah, I did. I really did.
What do you suggest?
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you.
But like my favorite, like it'd be the Donato's style.
Oh,
for here, but now you get around Columbus, more of the local places are like Tommy's down in Columbus. Also, I like the little square.
Have you had Jet's Pizza down in Columbus?
No,
it's pretty good. It's like it's weird. It's in between like a hand tossed and a pan pizza. It's like a thicker hand tossed, but they cut it in big squares out. It's pretty good. I've had it a few times. It's pretty good.
But like the Tommy's is that more of a crackery crust with sauce and the little pepperonis of grease.
Yeah, pull
just eat the fuck out of it.
I do love pizza. God damn.
It'd be like Casano's, same way, which actually it's a Dayton style. Like Columbus takes credit for it, but that's a Dayton style pizza because the guy's name was Casano.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. The little squares at Casano, they're just bite size.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like a giant.
Yeah. It's like, I had 87 pieces.
Yeah. It's such a popular thing in my house that it's almost like a burger and fries, that it's pizza and wings. So if you tell our children that we're getting pizza, the next one and wings, that's what he says is, and wings? Yes, and wings, son.
That's the thing too of like obviously we don't have a lot of pizza choices in this town, especially on the side of town that I live on. But it comes down to, it's like, I don't want that place again. Maybe I'll call this place. Yeah, but this place has, you can do it online.
Yeah.
So I'll just do that.
Just do that. I don't have to talk to anybody.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
You fuck it up 90% of the time anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really bad about ordering the beer barrel online because you have to click.
Which one?
And it doesn't automatically do it on location. You have to click.
Really?
Yeah, the one time I did it, so I ordered it, and Molly's family's here to eat dinner with us, and I ordered it in Columbus.
Whoops.
Yeah, so I go down there to pick it up, the one literally 3 seconds from here. And they're like, yeah, we don't have your name. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go back, I check. I'm like, fuck, I ordered Columbus. So they were able to just, send
zip
it up.
One out.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm stupid. I just thought it would have done it automatically.
Well, but it warns you twice.
Yeah. Well,
you're ordering from.
Yeah, I didn't look.
But now mine always shows up at the one you order at most. So.
Oh, okay. I've never been to the one in Columbus, so I don't know why it took me there.
But I'll switch it up. Like, I'll get the one from East Side, but if I'm at work, I'll order the one over here on Dixie and just kind of swing through.
By and get it. The drive-through.
Plus, you got to switch it up so the same people don't see you going, hey, you're here all the time.
Yeah. Chick with the giant ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Nothing.
It's an online order. And why does the online order need my first name?
Yeah.
But if I call in through the phone, you need my last name.
Makes no sense.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
No sense. I called it one time. It wasn't at Beer Bro. It was just a pizza place. And I always give my last name.
Yeah.
Evans. All right. And the lady goes, is that your first name? I was like, no. She's like, oh, what's your first name? And I was like, Seth. She goes, okay. I was like, did you need my first name? She goes, no, I was just curious. I was like, that's weird. That's weird. What a weird conversation we're having.
I was just curious, sweetie.
I went through a drive-through to pick up the pizza a few weeks ago, and the guy at the window, he has this he's got a real feminine voice.
Yeah.
He answers me, he's like, well, what's your name and stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I tell him my name. And give him the money, give him the card, whatever. He gives me back the receipt, signs something. As I'm handing him back the receipt that I signed, somebody in the back yells his name, and he turns around and goes, what? I just started listening. I'm like, He's got a customer voice. I see. This is his customer voice. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Like, that guy is mad.
I went to a place, grabbed something to eat, a place that I really enjoy and I go to often.
Yeah.
And their new hire that was working the counter that day is a person that I fired.
Oh, nice.
At a previous placement point. It's like, I can't. It didn't end well.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I can't. Guess I'm not coming here anymore. I guess.
Not coming in anymore.
Yep. Not doing this.
Sorry. Oh, man.
Like it was my fault that he couldn't get to work on time.
Yeah. Jackass.
Fucking 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. 8:01 is not acceptable.
Not acceptable. The last food thing that I'll say is I was at Subway 2 weeks ago. And I got Molly one and I got me one. Go through the line. And as I'm checking out, the lady goes, "Oh, I've never seen anybody come in here and eat 2 subs." I was like, "Well, one's for my wife. Why would you just assume?" Like, man, I'm shirt really tight or something? Do I look that fat today?
I've never seen anybody eat 2 subs.
I'm like, I'm not even eating it. I
got this to go,
yeah,
bitch.
I didn't ask for a tray. It's like, that's like, Jesus God. I didn't know what else to do besides laugh. I was like, it's for my wife. And she's like, "Oh, okay, have a nice day." I was like, I can't now. I can't.
That'd been funny. Yeah. You're married?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God.
Have a nice day, fat ass.
I had I was at the gas station. You know, I just grabbed like some drinks, basically I just did my grocery shopping at the gas station.
Yeah.
And like I've got like
handfuls.
Handfuls. Should I put it on the counter? And I pay, and the lady's standing there and she's like, "Oh, did you want a bag?" I'm like, Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, kind of. I would appreciate a bag, please. This is my groceries for the week.
Yeah.
Okay?
Jesus.
Do you want a bag?
Did you want a bag? No.
I'll
just kick this out the door.
I'll risk it. They drop the glass stuff.
No, but could you come out and open my car door for me?
Please help me carry it out.
Yeah.
Oh, God. People are dumb. I know you said you hadn't really watched the first episode of Hard Knocks or anything, but
no.
I watched it, and so like the very first, I don't know, minute and a half, they're just showing like the history of the Jets and everything, and they're talking to Aaron Rodgers at his press conference. He said something about wanting to meet the voice of God.
Yeah,
and they bring him out in the first episode. And they start talking, and he seems like such a cool guy because he's just standing and talking to him for off and on between drills and stuff, 10, 15 minutes, and he goes up. He's talking to the other quarterbacks. He's like, you guys go say hi to the voice of God. They're like, who? He's like the guy that narrates the show. Like, no, he's like, fucking go say hi to him. Don't be a dick. Like, and then he goes over to Hackett, the OC. He's like, did you say hi to him? He's like, no, I've got you. He goes, dude, quit being a fucking asshole. Go over there and say hi to him. It's like he came out here to watch our practice.
Yeah.
Like this guy, he seems like a nice, personable human being. And he signed a ball for him and stuff. And it just seemed really cool. But you can tell that's not his voice. That's not his real speaking voice.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's
well, obviously it's not. I've watched him in like 900 movies.
Yeah, but you forget what he sounds like in person, not the overview and stuff. And and that's like Aaron. He's like, I wouldn't have guessed like this was you if I didn't actually know who you were and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. But they fly him out in a helicopter and everything. That was pretty cool. But man, it is like it should be. It is heavy Aaron Rodgers, man.
Yeah.
They are super. Like the coaches are just like in awe of him.
Yeah.
That's the only part that I found annoying. He makes a pass in like 7-on-7s or 11-on-11 or whatever.
Right.
And defense is watching it, and the defensive coordinator is like, guys, they would have sacked him. He's like, this is a sack. He's like, that throw, that's great coverage. None other quarterback in the history. And he goes, and that's our fucking quarterback. And like everybody starts going nuts. I'm like, all right, okay. I have an issue with that.
See, I don't.
You don't. I have an issue. Like, if the players are talking that shit up, all right.
I don't, because it's the defensive coordinator saying it to his defense.
Yeah.
remembering that for 5 straight games, they held teams under 10 points and fucking lost all of them.
You're right. In that aspect of it, yes.
It was like, hey.
Yeah. And but
we don't have a fucking douchebag banging MILFs over here that, throws 6 interceptions and goes, hey, did you think it was your fault? Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. And then like Rodgers, he makes Rodgers passes, right? He's still going to do his thing. And Salah's like, man, did you see that throw? That was fantastic. I'm like, okay. The head coach, all right, but it's like, man, these guys are just...
Yeah.
I don't wish them any ill will, but it's going to suck if they struggle.
Oh, they're going to struggle.
I know they're going to struggle, but it's like, man, they are all in on this, dude.
Because that's kind of like, because you hear the comparison to Brady of like, one down there and seems regenerated.
He does.
But Brady was the same way.
Yeah.
And think, going this way, Matthew Stafford, same way. Like it's setting up the same. But it's like, you're comparing it to Brady. All of you, I know he won a Super Bowl, but you forget that they almost missed the fucking playoffs.
Yeah.
Like they were in must-win games the last 2 weeks.
What's his dick Heineke about knocked him off in the divisional round? I mean, I'm with you on that.
It wasn't smooth sailing. It took a bit to get.
Yeah.
Now, difference being is they're running an offense that is his offense.
Yes.
Whereas
Brady had
the Arians.
Yes, throw it deep every
goddamn play. Hey, you got Tom Brady. Why don't you just let him do it?
Yeah. No, and he does seem like rejuvenated, revived. He seems a little bit more loose out there than. Not that Hard Knocks was in Green Bay ever, but just videos you see him on the sidelines. He just seemed kind of mustered up, and he's just seems a little bit more loose, and he's a lot of people. I don't know if anybody's ever said that he doesn't want to help the young, but he seems to be helping a lot of different people on the sidelines and stuff.
That was the one that was the weird one when that came out last year, that he didn't want to help the young wide receivers. Yeah. And like most of the quotes were from guys that got cut in training camp.
Yeah.
Like, well, who?
Yeah.
They're not going to give you the fucking shit because you're not on they know you're not making this team.
Yeah.
But then the other one is like, did you think he was going to come to your fucking room?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're in a meeting, ask a fucking question.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it seems like he'll answer it.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was helping everybody. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
I love Hard Knocks. I love watching that. Like the quarterback show on Netflix is great.
Yeah.
I watched, it was fan. I love all the off-field stuff and then watching them put it together. And the only thing that I don't like is typically that first episode, they kind of introduce some of the big rookies.
Yeah.
And I know they didn't really have a big rookie, but I knew they come out and said they're not showing like the cuts and stuff like that.
Right.
The Jets decided, but usually they only really introduced one and they didn't even interview him. They just showed him some highlights of him.
My guess would be, obviously this was very Rodgers heavy. I'm going to guess it moves away from that and gets back into the standard.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you had to
do that the first episode.
There's always a superstar heavy one when they do that.
Yeah.
And then it's like the first time when they were with the Bengals, I mean, obviously Carson Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had like an episode about Palmer and then like he was barely in the fucking show again.
Yeah.
Because it's always like, all right, who's 53 through 60? We're going to follow these guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make you like them and then watch them get crushed.
See, I like watching them get cut just because I want to see how they react. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's more of a respect thing. Like, hey, we're going to cut you. We'd love to bring you back on practice squad if you clear waivers. And then like some of them, like you can tell some of them, but some of them are like, appreciate the time. I like to see the professionalism.
The one last year with the Lions was like the first one I remember, like they were following that offensive tackle. It's the first time I remember of being like, this guy fucking sucks.
Yeah,
like there's no chance he's making this team.
No.
But it's usually of like, hey, this guy's got a shot. He's going to make it. And then he always gets cut.
Yeah. No, but I'm with you. That guy was bad.
This guy's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I don't know how.
And it's like half-assing fucking drills.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're not even trying to make this team.
I thought the same thing. Because he was from like Uganda, like Africa or something.
His wife was.
Yeah, his wife was. So, and he was 4-2. I don't remember where he was from, but it was like, dude, they're yelling at you because you're not like going hard.
Yeah.
This is the NFL.
you're wearing this uniform just for now.
Yeah, exactly. This
like,
thing guaranteed,
there's
brother.
90 people here.
Wanting your spot?
They invited 40 people they knew wasn't going to make this fucking team.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but I do. I love Hard Knocks. That stuff, those are my favorite. I just like watching the training camp stuff and the interactions between people. And
because that was the, I've seen a bunch of, I didn't watch the whole episode. I've seen a bunch of clips, though.
Uh-huh.
And then I was on my way home today, and that, is it Chris Carlin on ESPN Radio or whatever? Like, he fucking hates Rodgers. The whole thing of like, and his whole take was, this guy requested that the voice of God come over and meet him. So they had to fly him into practice just to make sure that Rodgers was like, no, dude, he said it in an interview, and this is fucking HBO going, hey, you got this shoved down your throat because everybody was very verbal that they didn't want Hard Knocks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, hey, we got a lot of shit going on.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, dude, what do you?
It's the first. They said it's the first time
somebody like that to just. It doesn't make any sense. It
makes no sense.
And that I think you can see that side of sports radio going away of people like, hey man, like you're just trying to like the whole Max Kellerman thing of like, hey man, like that's why you're getting fired.
Yeah, stop just bashing people.
You're just bashing people.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. That's the first time he said he's been to a Hard Knocks practice.
Yeah, and
he's narrated it for I don't know how many seasons now. Yeah, it's first one. I was like, that'd be cool.
Does it in a booth at his house.
Yeah. Well, I would like if I'm doing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to at least one practice each year just to meet some people. You know. I can't wait to see like I love the rookie. Whatever they do, like their
tell stories
they sing
and stuff,
or they make fun. Impersonate. Those start to pop up when Hard Knocks has come out. Like I watched the one rookie linebacker impersonating Shannon Sharp. That one's gets real viral. Seen that one from the Ravens one back and whenever. Some guys from the Texans doing like Bill O'Brien, one of the rookie guys doing Bill O'Brien, and then the one where Vince Wilfork comes out in like the jean overalls. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or where he's kicking the field goals against Carly Lloyd, one of the women's soccer players. She comes to camp and they're doing like a field goal competition. I love that shit.
Who is it? Frank Reich?
Yeah.
That's Coach Carolina.
Yeah.
It was on Bussin' with the Boys. I watched it. I think it was Bussin' with the Boys. One of them, they were talking about that, and it must have been in Philly who's coaching Jacksonville?
Oh, yeah.
It was when he was in Philly.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson. So he says the one rookie gets up. He says a lot of them just sing, but now he tells a joke. I heard that joke. That was amazing.
That was fantastic. Kelsey was talking about that.
Yeah, that's what
Kelsey
it was on.
Talking about that. Yeah.
I knew it was on one of those shows. I'm like, that was fucking amazing.
Yes, the joke. Yeah, that was great. Who the fuck is Doug Peterson?
But you want to get a team on your back.
Do
like
that.
You get the whole room there.
Yeah, whoa. I like the ones where I like the Will Compton doing Vrabel. That's always funny.
Yeah.
It's always good.
I like the ones that, put a little effort into it,
Make this good. They showed one like Max Crosby singing T-Pain. I'm like, I don't
need that.
I can tell you're not good at singing, dude.
Yeah, I don't need Max Crosby stuff. Just do Max Crosby shit.
Yeah, exactly. If you would have came out and showed me how to like shiv a shiv. Okay.
Honestly, like you'd have been it was like in Predator or whatever, where the one guy like just takes his knife and cuts his face. Like that's
yep.
Let's go.
Yep. Here's my talent.
Yeah.
Max Crosby, Eastern Michigan, so much money. Cuts his face. Yeah. Goes, sits down. That is Mad Max.
That would be funny if like if somebody invested a little bit like in a magic thing where it looks like they fucking cut themselves up there. It's just like, oh fuck.
I was listening. It was a clip of Bill Hader on Jimmy Kimmel. And whatever, because he used to do like editing or something. Before he became an actor, he used to do stuff like behind the scenes. And he's on a movie, and they have like a big like Bowie knife, like a big machete thing. But whatever, Bowie.
Bowies are in the
oh shit. Whatever. Well, he's like, some of us are standing around, and the guy's like just like pretending to like chop this tree down or whatever. And the producer, he's like, hey, you used to stop messing with the knife, like quit messing with it. So the prop guy comes over, he goes, hey, I got a plastic one that retracts. It looks just like this. He goes, we go back to like playing with the retractable one and everything. And the producer comes, he goes, dude, didn't I tell you to put that fucking ice up? And he just stabs him right in the chest with it. And the guy goes, why? And he just like hits his He goes, they're rolling. He's like, what? He goes, his eyes are, he's like, why? Could you imagine that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Jesus, this is funny. Funny stuff.
Yeah, the whole Jets thing, it's just the AFC is so fucking difficult.
Oh,
I mean,
it's so tough.
just make the playoffs and they've had a good year.
Yeah.
I mean, just their division.
Oh,
The worst team in the division is the fucking New England Patriots.
I know.
I mean,
yeah, there's it's crazy.
I did see a clip of Miami today. They were
The offensive line.
it's like
I saw it too.
it took like 2 steps and like half the defensive line was in his lap. Like,
Yeah.
well, this isn't gonna last.
Somebody's like, pray for 2 of this season or something. Like, Jesus, man. The Saints signed Kareem Hunt and Anthony Barr. That's a sneaky team.
Yeah.
That division sucks.
Tell you what, because I listened to the interview with Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
And he started listing off the people on the offense, and I'm like, yeah, fuck. You know what?
Yeah.
Like, people shit on Derek Carr, but, like, dude, he's got a lot of fucking weapons. And not to mention of, like, you have Kareem Hunt to get you through.
Mm-hmm. Then you get that Kamara
and then
back.
you get Kamara back.
Yeah.
And then you have, 15, 20 plays or whatever for a Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking 6'12".
Yeah.
Down by the red zone.
Yeah.
And you still get Taysom Hill. And if Michael Thomas stays healthy, and you get Chris Olave.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. And their defense was decent.
Yeah. And then yeah. It's like you could win your division because your division's bad. You're thinking
terrible.
Tampa is having a quarterback competition with Trask.
With a number 1 overall pick and a 6th rounder or 7th rounder, whatever Trask
and
was.
And Baker Mayfield. Yeah. A competition. Ugh.
Yeah.
The Panthers have a rookie.
Yeah.
And the Falcons are the Falcons.
Yeah.
Desmond Ridder. Who knows what the hell they're going to be? Who knows? So that division is wide open for the Saints to come in and win it.
I have to tell you what, man. Like, you obviously only hear good shit coming out of camp, except like for Dak Prescott keeps throwing picks all over the field. But
shit.
Because he's a terrible fucking quarterback. I don't understand why people think he's so great, but they say Bryce Young is like next fucking level as far as his intelligence goes. And it was something like the second full practice, like he started talking to the offensive line, telling him how he wants the protection to go. It was like, who the fuck does that as a rookie?
That's fantastic.
The fact that those guys can go, hey, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it seemed like they listened.
Yeah.
I was like,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, they know that he does it. So.
No, I heard a lot of good things with the Texans. I heard C.J. Stroud's looking decent. You don't know what that's going to be. They have no one for him to throw the ball to, but the big one, the big hoopla that I get on Twitter a lot. Sorry, you scratched it. Now you got like a faux hawk looking thing going on.
Nice.
Sorry. Is Stetson Bennett making some noise in LA?
Yeah.
Like looks good.
He's gonna fucking play this year.
Yeah.
Stafford's not getting through. Because let's be honest, fucking week 5 or 6, they're trading whatever they can trade.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Donald's getting traded.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You're like, there's no way they can keep him on the fucking books.
No, not at all. So I saw a clip. It was because I got on the Stetson Bennett clip train of the camps and stuff.
Yeah.
And one popped up. So he was at Georgia so long. Him and Sony Michel were on the same team. Yeah. All right. In the time span that Sony Michel went to the NFL, Stetson Bennett's still in college. He's been on 3 teams, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and he's retired.
Yeah.
Yeah. in this time span that Stetson's going to be taking his first year in the NFL. I was like, good God, man. That's crazy. Because I know he's older, but still, he had his COVID year.
Played the rules,
played the rules. I was like,
that's funny. Fucking statue built.
Yeah.
Outside their stadium. There's no way you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
but just that 2 Super Bowls, 3 teams, retired.
Yeah.
It's funny. Funny how the different, just paths that people take. Sonny Michel was a first-round draft pick. And he's retired 5 years later.
I heard somebody on Georgia talking about, obviously when they opened up their camp, and it was like like a hype up thing, and the guy was like, the best defensive players are in the country are here at Georgia or playing for the Eagles.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's kind of
You're not wrong. You're not wrong there. Oh.
But that was the other thing on the Rodgers comparison with Brady is that the Jets defense, like the number 2 defense.
Yeah.
And like Tampa was
like
good. 2 or 3. They were top 4, I think.
Yeah.
And same thing for LA.
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing with Peyton, really. Yeah. I mean, when he came to Denver.
I seen where Beckham said that if he didn't get hurt in the Super Bowl, he's going for like 15 catches for like 220 yards and a couple touchdowns.
Didn't we say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I seen Bengals fans going, this is bullshit. It's like, was you not watching that game? Like, it was fucking over.
Dude,
you had zero answer for that guy.
He had like 7 catches before he got hurt.
Yeah. It was like, he's just open.
Yeah. He was
the only reason it was a game is because he got hurt. You were getting your asses stomped.
He was on his way to be Super Bowl MVP.
100%.
Because Kupp got it.
Yeah. And he didn't have any catches until after he got hurt.
Yeah. I was like, he was on his way for the Super Bowl MVP.
But like the fans going like, did you not watch that game?
No.
Because it was like,
Odell.
I hate that he got hurt, but, kind of helped.
Thanks, yeah. Oh, that LA, man. Divisions, the NFC's bad as a whole.
Yeah.
Bad as a whole. I mean, there's some
when
good
you look
teams.
at the AFC of like, dude, there's so many good teams, like really good teams that could go on a run and win a Super Bowl that's not going to even make the fucking playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look at the East, the AFC East.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about.
Yeah.
Jets, Bills, Dolphins, Patriots. Those guys are probably going to have 9 wins apiece. And 2 of them are making the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, that's like when you look at the betting as far as even just AFC North. The Steelers are the worst team.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that Mike Tomlin's not going to win 8 or 9 games?
Yeah, exactly.
And I got to believe the Browns are going to win.
Some.
They're a good team.
Yeah.
They should be a good team.
Yeah.
Of like, I mean.
Hell, the backup, the rookie quarterback showed some nice spurts the other night at the Hall of Fame game. The dude from UCLA.
Can't watch that shit.
I didn't watch
6
it.
6 million people.
I didn't watch
that fucking game.
Yeah. It's because the NFL. I mean, I watched clips of him. He looked good.
I mean, it's not. But
it is, but it's not.
Nobody's on that team is making that fucking roster.
The North. I mean, the worst one is the South.
Yeah.
And you got the Colts and the
Jags.
Yeah. Titans.
Yeah.
I mean, if Tannehill's healthy, they're not awful.
I liked what, when Irsay said, we got the whole Jonathan.
Yeah, Taylor, that debacle.
What Irsay said about
the contract spots. Like,
not even talking about that. I'm just talking on the quarterback side. When people saying, it's too early to play this kid. He needs to learn. And then Irsay came out and said, kid needs to play football. He's like, I think people forget that Peyton Manning was 3-13 and threw 27 interceptions his rookie year.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you can ruin a guy. It's like, no, they need to play.
Yeah.
Now you can ruin them after that.
Yeah.
By not helping.
Well, you can ruin him by not having the attitude Jim Irsay has.
Yeah.
He knows that they may not be any good.
Yeah.
But they're still going to play him and back him.
You need to play.
Yeah. And I like that attitude.
Absolutely.
If your front office is like, yeah, we're going to play you and it's okay if you struggle, that quarterback's going to have
because it's the NFL.
And that quarterback's going to have all the confidence in the world. Now you come in and if he doesn't start to play well, he sucks. We're going to bench him. It's like, okay, that's when the rookies,
like what Chicago would do. That's when you fuck people up.
Yeah. But no, you come out and you just say, hey, we know he's going to struggle, but we want him to play to get some experience. Oh, I'm 100% good with that. But yeah, that whole... Now, I thought it was fair what he said with the, hey, we have this... this is like the rules. We set up this player agreement. Like, these are the contract rules. We just can't break it for certain positions. Agree with that 100%. And then, if he wants to get pissy, he gets pissy. But, that's...
Well, the biggest problem with him is he came out in April and said, I put my name on a contract and I'm going to play out my contract.
Mm-hmm.
Then he signed a new agent and goes, I want a new deal. I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Well, your agent's a fucking moron.
Yep.
Because he's put you in a position
well, you're not
with probably the only owner. Because the one thing you can't say about the Colts is if you play well for them, they will pay you. Because they paid everybody on that team, and most of the people they fucking drafted.
Yeah.
Like they don't, they just
they drafted
pretty loyal.
Yes.
But like now you're going to take a billionaire and try to paint him in the corner like he gives a fuck. And then coming off a season where you missed 6 games and you had 4 touchdowns and you rushed for 600 yards of like, you had a stupidly shitty year. Maybe not the time
maybe back
to be
down. Yeah, maybe back down a little bit, dude. Yeah.
Well, my agent said, well, your agent's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Your agent's going to get you out of the league.
Yeah. Well, but this is getting this and Derek. Well, you're not. You're not him.
No.
You don't play for the Titans where they say, hey, we're going to run the fucking ball.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not who you play for.
Yeah, that's one thing that I wish the Titans would do is find a fucking backup that's at least similar to Derrick Henry. Because if you look at since they've had Derrick Henry, their backup running back has been like a scat back.
Why wouldn't you, if you were them, because at this point in time, you're probably going to get them on the cheap. Why would you not sign like an Ezekiel Elliott?
Yeah, or Leonard Fournette, something like that.
Something like that. Just to, hey, you're going to get 25 carries, but when you're out of the game, we have another big bitch that's going to run downhill. The same, not as good as you, but the same
style.
Blocking the same, everything's the same.
Yeah. And not, like Deion Lewis was his backup for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Guy's 5'6", 175 pounds.
Yeah.
That's not the same. Hey, when he comes in, I bet they pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not rocket science. We're not giving this guy in between the tackles. No, I always thought, I was like, okay, why not? Why wouldn't you just test it out? You can save Derek's legs a little bit. Give this other, like you said, a Zeke or a Leonard Fournette would be perfect for that situation. Hey, they're going to get 10 to 12 carries a game.
Yep. Just be okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other one.
And if Derek's on, your carries are probably going to go down a little bit.
Yeah.
And if not, we got another guy to come in here. I think, like, Fournette would be really nice in that offense.
Yeah.
Because, who knows with Zeke if he's still got it upstairs or because he kind of acts like a moron sometimes. But Fournette, man, he just wants to go downhill running, and he can still catch a little bit in the back,
That's the other one. I was listening to McAfee had Fred Taylor on today.
Okay.
And they played a highlight package of like, you just forget how fucking good Fred Taylor was.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, yeah.
But he was talking about Dalvin Cook of like, everybody's like, just wait around.
Yeah.
And then somebody, they're going to need you.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fred Taylor said, no, he needs to get into camp like within this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because now when they start playing, you're getting this rate.
Yeah.
And you just think somebody's going to get hurt and you'll get your money. He said, but they start playing and you got these rookies. He goes, if you average 4.9 yards per carry like Dalvin Cook does for $8 million, and this rookie averages 4.2 for 800,000, they're going to just go with him.
Yeah.
So you need to get your ass in camp and sign with the team because everybody thinks, somebody gets hurt, your money will go up.
Yeah.
Like, no, your money's going to start going down, which I didn't think about it that way.
No, I didn't either. He makes a really good point.
Hey, you need to get in there.
Yeah. No, I'm with him on that. And to me, it was like, you need to get in camp now just for the simple fact of it is like running backs, teams are looking at running backs now like Skittles.
Yeah.
It
sucks.
It does suck for the position because everybody needs a good running back.
Yeah.
But everybody needs at least 2 good running backs anymore. Like, look, okay, besides Christian McCaffrey, the Niners were still winning fucking 12 games a year with nobody in the backfield. Now, their offensive line was really good. Not everybody has that. But it's still the same way. Teams have done it with no-namers.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3 of them. And that's where I look. I'm like, go get into camp. Do something, Yeah.
Because that's kind of what he was talking about as far as the payment goes. He's like, hey, it's going to be in black and white. Like, you can, like the Jonathan Taylor's like, do whatever you want, but until the collective bargaining comes up again and you try to change something there, it ain't going to change.
No.
Because his his thought, which makes sense, is the running back franchise tag.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want to franchise me. You're saying I'm your franchise player.
Yeah.
You don't average it out. You have to pay me as much as the highest paid. So you got.
Yeah.
Are you going to franchise me? You got to pay me 16 what Christian McCaffrey's making.
Yeah.
Now we'll see if you want to franchise me or if you want to sign me to a deal.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like they were saying, like the heavy on the Jets with Dalvin Cook. They have like 3 running backs.
Yeah.
And they're not awful.
No.
But
Breece Hall isn't going to be what he was last year.
No, but the other guys came in, they did okay. You know what I mean?
They did okay.
Yes.
But a lot of people are like, well, Breece Hall's going to come back and rush for fucking 1,800 yards.
It's not.
No, he's not.
No.
He's going to rush for maybe 1,100 and about 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Probably going to get hurt.
Yeah. Now, there's always the talk that I get on my...
And also, their offensive line seems to be fucking horrendous, so he might rush for 600 yards.
Well, that the feed, the Twitter feed with my Broncos is like, oh, they're in on Dalvin Cook. I'm like, I'm sure they've called somebody, but until they bring him in for something, they're not in on him. They're probably in. They've probably contacted 2 or 3 of the running backs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it got started with, they came out and said that if the Raiders, take away Jacobs' franchise tag, that Denver would be one of the teams in on it. And then that was like, well, we've heard that they've contacted Cook's people. It's like, yeah, probably. If they're in on a running back, they're probably going to be in on some of the good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think?
I mean, they're not. Because they're running back coming off of an ACL injury. They don't know if he's going to last all year. And I don't really know who they signed or anything like
Denver,
that. Well, they signed Samaje Perine. And he's not an every down back.
No, he's third down guy, catch ball. Can make big plays
Make big
for
plays.
you.
Yeah, and I liked the signing.
That offense, that's a great signing.
I liked the signing. That's not but you need a workhorse. And Javonte Williams was really nice last year until he got hurt. But
see, that's my problem with, like, at this point in time, trying to sign Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's a professional, and professionals are going to do what they do.
Yeah.
But Sean Payton's playbook is fucking absurd.
Yeah.
Like, you better get your ass in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you're not going to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. He knows 6 plays.
Yeah. Because, I mean, hell, of the 40 seconds, I mean, the sentence you have to speak in the huddle is like fucking 20.
Phew.
I mean, because it is
it's
some
a lot.
shit.
It is a lot. Really.
That's probably the most intriguing thing I have for this year is that.
Yeah.
To see, I want to see, look, him laying down the law.
Mm-hmm.
Now him, calling Nathaniel Hackett a piece of shit. I'm like, hey man,
maybe a bit far.
Like, that is you are in the coaching.
Yeah, that's
thing of
we don't
what
do
the
that.
fuck,
we
man.
don't do that.
But I'm interested because laying down the law of, like, you don't see a lot of Russell Wilson. Hey, go, let's ride. You don't see a lot of that shit. Like, hey, fucking doing on this rah-rah shit. No.
Well, they've closed camp down like 2 days for no fans. And you don't see a lot of reports.
Nope.
And I love that. I love it. We don't need to just throw out everything. You can keep things silent and let people speak on whatever they think's happening in there.
But I'm interested because you almost couldn't pick a worse quarterback for his offense.
Yeah.
Because it is not even fucking close to what Russell Wilson does.
No.
Not even close.
No.
Hey, when I say take 5 steps and fucking throw it here, I mean fucking throw it here because this is designed for that guy to be open.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't run around. We don't chuck it down the field.
No.
Throw it here.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I'm interested in that.
Yeah. It'll be.
Is Russell Wilson interested in winning or is he interested in stats?
Yeah. Well,
Drew Brees got a lot of fucking stats.
Yeah, he's ended his press conferences the last 2 or 3 times with "Go Broncos."
Yeah.
So maybe he's less on his train.
Well, that was during the Super Bowl. Once he got hired there, he said, "Yeah, this let's ride shit's over."
Yeah.
Because like Peyton mainly just hated the fucking saying.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Stupid. Bronco up.
Yeah.
Or buck you.
Buck you.
That's what he said. Buck you.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Yeah. Dumb. He just was so just media driven towards himself that it just. Ugh. See?
But mine on the Bengals side of it, like every time I see something, it's always like, if Burrow does this, he'll tie Dan Marino of like,
yeah.
Never going to win one.
Nope.
Which I don't expect them to win one. It's just people's like, oh, he'll get his Super Bowl. It's like, no. That's not like it's super fucking hard to do that.
Yeah, they had a really good squad. That was his chance right there.
Yeah,
he may not get another one.
May not go back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they about got beat by the Ravens, guys. If it's not a freak,
if Sam Hubbard didn't have a 99-yard touchdown,
they lose.
But then you look at it of if the defensive lineman doesn't shove Patrick Mahomes, they maybe win that and go to another one.
Yeah, I mean,
but now I think they would have got blown out by Philly. But
that'd have been a tough one, man. That would have been tough. Yeah,
but it's like okay, offensive line, but the defense lost a lot of shit.
Yeah, they did a lot of back end shit.
Yeah,
a lot of back end shit. I found it weird. Not that it was for this day and age of what defenses are. I found it weird that they paid both inside linebackers, but they decided not to pay the safety.
Yeah,
I thought that was weird. Not that they're not good and deserve a contract.
Right.
Just thought it was weird. Now, I know those two inside linebackers don't come off the field.
Right.
They play, those guys kind of stay on the field the whole fucking time and they cover and stuff. So I get that part. If you're really locked in on them, I understand that part too. But it's like, man, Bates fucking
pretty
good.
Fucking good.
Pretty fucking good, man.
But you get that too of like, hey, if we have to pay our quarterback $60 million a year, I can't be paying you $20.
I hope Burrow doesn't take
everything.
Everything. I really hope he doesn't.
Well,
because I like him, and I hope he can keep his weapons around him.
Yeah. You'd like to see it, like people freak out
Patrick
when
Mahomes'
Mahomes signed that deal.
That bad.
It's nothing.
No.
It's $50 million a year.
Yeah.
But gave flexibility. It's like, well, they gave him $500 million. It's
Not
like,
now.
well, they didn't.
They didn't.
But they left a lot of 5 years of money they can move.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think they re-signed everybody? I mean, why do you think they did that? They did it for a reason. They're not dumb.
Because everybody wanting that guaranteed contract of like, yeah, that's all right. What's going to happen to the Browns
in
2 years when that shit's guaranteed and they got no money for fucking weapons?
Yeah.
And now they have to go back to them and tack more guaranteed money on to try to move that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they said, well, they just need guaranteed contracts in the NFL. It's like, that's not collectively bargained in Major League Baseball or the NBA.
Yeah.
It's just that they have the fucking power.
Yeah.
And Irsay put it best of like, if I die today and Jonathan Taylor's out of the league, it's going to keep moving on.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's not wrong about that. Not wrong at all. It's the business, man.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
Super pumped
Got
up.
a couple weeks. College starts in 3 weeks?
Something like that.
Oh, yeah. NFL starts in 4. Right? After Labor Day, Sunday after Labor Day. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like 28 days or whatever from. But yeah, I'm excited for college. Of like, I had this thought the other day. I get why everybody hates Ohio State.
Yeah.
Because they get thrown into the conversation. They haven't done anything.
Haven't done shit.
They're it's been 9 years.
They're the almost
winners. They're there all the time. But they haven't done anything. But like they get talked about, they get shoved up with Georgia and Alabama of like,
no,
that's not.
No, it's like you said, it's
now
been 9 years.
Pump as many guys into the NFL.
Yeah.
You can't deny that. And they recruit at the same level, but they're not on the field, which has always been the scary thing with the Ryan Day. Of like when he got in there, he just totally abandoned the defense.
Yeah.
Of like, and then they go play in a playoff or you play against Michigan. Of like, hey, you see their defense?
Yeah.
They don't give up 60-yard fucking touchdowns.
Oh shit.
That's how they win.
Yeah. For how long of the history of Ohio State was the defense?
Up until about 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. It's like. They had fucking dudes everywhere on that defense.
And now it's just...
And they still had offensive people. It wasn't like they were slouches on the offensive end.
You're not salary capped. You can still...
You can still get those guys. And I just didn't get that.
Well, he came out and said that of like, I haven't made a decision if he's going to call the plays or not, but I know me. I'll probably jump in there. And he's like, but I'd like to float around more. It's like, yeah, that's why I hate head coaches that call fucking plays because you just totally forgot about the fucking defense.
Yeah.
Like, well, we'll score 50 points a game. That's great. What if it's raining?
Yeah.
Oh, and you can't. Oh, and Oregon's just ripping off 60-yard fucking runs.
Yeah, exactly. Oregon.
Yeah.
over
like,
again.
what the fuck? And everybody wants to talk about the Marvin Harrison getting knocked out and stuff like that. Was it a penalty? Was it whatever? Doesn't matter. Like, hey, you remember they just gave up a 70-yard fucking touchdown that if they would have made them take 4 minutes to score, the game was over.
Yeah.
And I mean, they couldn't beat you at that point.
No.
The only thing you couldn't do is run a blitz and have a guy get toasted one-on-one.
A fucking tunnel screen. Like 6 plays before that.
Yeah.
Tunnel screen, 60 yards to the house.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's like bad high school. I mean, that's exactly what that is.
Because that's what still bothers me, because I know Jim Knowles' great defensive coordinator, but he's very pressure-based. And when you're pressure-based, you're one-on-one based.
Yeah.
And tend to get a lot of, like,
big plays. Big plays happen when
and you go press of like, hey, you guys are getting beat off the fucking line, man.
Every time.
So
every
maybe,
single time. Yeah.
Maybe
if you're blitzing, maybe
let them throw it out.
Maybe a little cover 4. You know, I mean,
maybe back it up a little bit.
Yeah, back it up a little bit. You know? Yeah. I that stuff, there's nothing wrong with an aggressive defense as long as you have dudes in the back end that can hold their own.
Yeah.
And it's not an aggressive defense. It's like if a team has 10 plays, you're aggressive 4 of those 10.
But yeah, the one, well, like in the Michigan game, they got there. They got their hands on the quarterback and they just chucked it up over the middle and they caught it for a 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I mean, you can't loop a pass.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And still be able to complete it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to take that.
I think so.
Yeah, but the defense sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, they said that the Sonny Styles kid is really looking good. He's kind of like that hybrid linebacker safety kind of deal. But, you know, when you got somebody like that, it's hard to put him in a position.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they say he's like 6'4", like 230.
Yeah.
Running fast as like DBs. It's like, okay, what are you going to do with him?
Yeah.
Are you going to have like a rover? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have somebody like that?
Well, that's a bad thing because they're so small and fast.
Yeah.
Like they are designed, like that was a weird thing to say, like at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Is Ohio State was designed to beat Georgia, which they almost did.
Yeah.
But they're not designed to beat Michigan.
No.
They get shoved around because they're smaller.
Yes.
Of like,
yeah.
You know, where do you go?
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just have a suffocating fucking defense
you could.
like you used to.
Yeah, and that's I know we've talked about it a bunch. Is why do we stop recruiting your gap pluggers?
Yeah,
They got one. Why do we stop recruiting those guys? I mean, the Hankinses, the Cameron Haywards, those freaking type of dudes who are just massive human beings. And you know what? You still rush the passer.
Well, because that was the whole point of, hey, we have these studs inside. You're not running inside.
Yeah.
And good luck trying to go outside because we're faster than you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point.
That's the whole point. You're not doing anything. And so it's frustrating to watch what we used to be in the front 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go back to that national championship team, we had freaking hogs up front.
Yeah.
And speed on the outside. What?
Well, look at your best Georgia, Alabama. What they got on that line?
Oh my God.
It's that.
Yes. Look at the first 2 defensive players picked interior wise.
Yeah.
The Georgia, Alabama.
And they're like, well, yeah, but we've always been a cornerback place. Well, you know why? Because they can't run the fucking ball, and if they try to pass it, they're getting sacked. It's pretty tough to be a cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you've had more defensive linemen drafted in the last 10 years than cornerbacks. Yeah. So I'd say you're front 7 kind of people more than anything. Start recruiting those fuckers.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate that shit of like when you miss the days of like, hey, like we never gave up 100-yard rusher. Now that's all we do.
Yeah. Well, and people were like, well, we don't have a pass rush anymore. Larry Johnson's losing. It's like, nobody's Bosa or Chase Young or any of those. That's not
you had
everybody.
Some freaks.
Yes. Even Sam Hubbard and Tyquan Lewis.
Yeah.
Really good fucking pass rushers. But you don't have those guys all the time. Okay. A good defensive end.
The NFL.
A good defensive end is going to get in college.
Yeah.
3 to 4 sacks a year.
Yep.
But they're going to set the fucking edge.
Yeah.
They're going to make sure, hey, I got this. No, nobody's getting outside me. That's a college defensive end, especially running a 4-man front. It's weird that we've kind of gone away from, when I say we, Ohio State, gone away from that style of defense. Yeah, offenses change, but you still need to stop the fucking run.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, you want to go back to if you beat Michigan, you don't play Georgia.
Right. Yeah, you play TCU.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you beat them, it's stuff like that. Okay, so why are we not recruiting for the team that we have to beat to get to the playoffs?
Right.
We got to beat Michigan to get to the playoffs. Now, I know we didn't, and we got them in this time.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
And you probably will again.
Yes, but still, you have to fucking beat that team. And again, you don't play Georgia.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. Now we have a great national championship game.
Yeah. Well, and all you have to do to beat Michigan is get some run stoppers.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. It's all predicated on that. That's what they're going to do. That's their identity. And they're good at it. They have a really solid offensive line. The two running backs are fantastic. Those two dudes are some of the best tandems in the country.
Yeah.
Corum's fantastic. And the other guy's just as good. So, you have to stop those guys.
Yeah.
And let a quarterback beat you.
Yeah, because that's just my whole thing of my whole life of watching Ohio State football is never feeling like you do now of when the other team gets the ball, like, whew. Like when it's 3rd and 15 and going, I don't know if we can stop him from getting a first down.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you don't.
Yeah.
Man.
It's an eerie feeling. I just, I know the linebacker position has changed a lot.
Yeah.
But how much fucking linebackers did we have? I mean, the three that I grew up watching would be Schlegel, Carpenter, and Hawk.
Right.
AJ Hawk was my favorite player for forever.
Yeah.
I had his Packers jersey, for God's sake. I'm a Broncos fan. And then you get the next round. You get Laurinaitis and Freeman, and then you get Raekwon McMillan, and those. It's like you have freaks across the board.
You have two of them there that are the all-time leading tacklers for the NFL teams they played for.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly. And if Schlegel and Carpenter don't get a knee injury, they probably played a lot longer than they did. Same thing with Freeman. I know he didn't really make it in the NFL, but, it is what it is.
He was smaller, but,
He was. But it's like, man, we had some good... Shazier, fuck. Forgot about him. He was fantastic. Fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, it's like... But that's what my brother always talked about that. It's kind of like the Lincoln Riley thing of like, you're so good on offense and your defense is so fucking bad that it doesn't matter. Because then you have one off day, you're getting beat.
Yeah. And that, to me, that's a bad head coach.
Yeah.
Because your job is to oversee everything.
Because this is the one. Ohio State gets beat by Michigan this year. If they don't win the national championship, he's fired.
I would assume.
That's like, you're just not a good coach. You're a good offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
But you're not a good fucking coach.
Yeah.
And I think too much in college and sneaks into the NFL too.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, you're too wrapped up in this. Like, you're not running your team.
Mm-hmm.
You're an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And you're forgetting
the outside of the ball. Well, it's the writing is on the wall for Day.
Yeah.
Gene Smith's retiring.
Yep.
You
better fucking do something.
That guy had your back.
Because that was listen to that, and I think I talked about this before, of like the projections. The team with the most draft picks is always the one that wins the national championship, and Ohio State's projected to have the most NFL draft picks, and Michigan's right there.
Right there.
Of like, hey, you...
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, but it's quarterback. It's like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter.
You have two, probably... I mean, Marvin Harrison's top 5.
Yeah.
Just depends on, obviously you got some quarterbacks. And then Ibuka is going to end up being top 15. You're going to have 2 first-round receivers, a stable of running backs.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who the fucking quarterback is.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, these guys are wide open anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. And everything that I've heard is like, they're doing fine.
Yeah.
How can you not? You're throwing to those guys.
It's like, well, they haven't had to do this. It's like, no, they've always done it. Like, this C.J. Stroud playing there for 2 years and Justin is the anomaly.
Yeah.
But what was C.J. Stroud his first year? Fucking Heisman finalist.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, what?
Yeah, exactly.
I think I heard Joe Klatt say that. He goes, like, the first year that the quarterbacks under Ryan Day came in, they've averaged 35 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
So you just have to assume it's going to be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would assume it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it'll be fun to watch and interesting to see if they made changes, because they all talked about making changes. It'll just be interesting to see what changes they made, and do you make changes?
Because the defensive thing is just like, it's just such an embarrassment.
Yeah, it is.
And what I figure is going to happen is the defense will be a little better in the Big Ten, but they'll still give up massive plays.
Yeah.
And at some point in time, Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to get hurt, and he just won't play the rest of the year.
Well,
that's what's fucking coming.
Yeah.
And if you don't see that writing on the wall, it's fucking coming.
Yeah. Look at what happened last year.
Look what happened to almost every one of their first-round picks. Most of them have not played a full season.
Both. I mean, started with Nick, then you go to the, Njigba, Harrison. Yeah. The Denzel Ward didn't play in the bowl game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Writing's on the wall, guys.
What's his name in Washington? He didn't play but 3 games his senior year.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck was his name? Jesus Christ. Because he hadn't played for almost fucking 2 years in the NFL. The defensive end.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Because he got that knee injury and then was supposed to be back last year.
Oh, Chase Young?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they played like 2 games and then didn't play.
Yeah.
They didn't even pick up his 5th-year option.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Jesus Christ.
The guy was like top 5 in sacks 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now you're not picking
up his option.
Yeah.
Which, good for him. Get the fuck out of there if you can.
If you can. Yeah. No, it's tough. Tough.
Then what was the one receiver that's supposed to be the next one behind Igbuka?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Where there's like, whatever the slingshot systems that they use, like they fucking clocked him at like fucking 22 or 23 mile an hour. Or like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude's just fucking fast as shit. Oh, I am excited for that, just to see it. And I'm honestly excited for everybody. I want to see what Alabama does. Nobody's talking about them. They have to find
the fact that they brought in a transfer quarterback.
Yeah.
Of Nick Saban going, there ain't a motherfucker on this team that's good enough to play.
Yeah. I'm excited for that too. Because I don't remember really a ton of weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like Bryce Young
their wide receiver room was bad.
Yeah. Bryce Young made a lot of plays himself last year. Yeah, I'm excited for all that. I'm interested in what Georgia can do. Same here. They have lost a shit ton of talent.
But in their schedule,
it's tough as fuck.
No.
Oh, their schedule's
one
easy?
of the easiest schedules in the country.
Oh, no, who does? Alabama has a tough fucking schedule. Yeah, they have a tough fucking schedule.
Because Georgia was supposed to play Oklahoma. Since they're coming into the league, SEC made them cancel that game. So they picked up nobody. And they play, like, their toughest game is Tennessee.
Yeah.
With a new quarterback.
New quarterback.
And receiver.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that'll be interesting to see what if the coach there is a fluke, or if he can actually do something. And then go back to LSU. LSU could make some noise. They came on strong and finished the season strong last year. I mean, I don't like Brian Kelly anymore, but he's a good fucking football coach.
Yeah.
I mean, he can fucking win.
How pissed is Luke right now that I just said Georgia's toughest game is Tennessee and never even gave a thought that Florida had any fucking chance to even put up a fight because their coach is...
I don't think that bad. I think he knows that Florida's not very good.
That their coach is a fucking imbecile.
Yeah. Whew.
That you had a quarterback drafted in the top 4, well, drafted 4th, and you won like no games. It didn't, I mean, like, hey, this guy's good enough to be... Like the NFL team is like, this guy is super fucking good.
I mean, it's like the Patrick Mahomes thing.
Yeah,
guy. I mean, look at he's fucking 2-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champ.
But at least on that one, you can go, well, look who he played for. This guy's a fucking jackass.
Well, hell, Kingsbury's on USC staff now.
Yeah,
and they're like listing the quarterbacks that he had coached, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy's been around a lot of fucking talent.
Well, and then Clemson, I'm interested in that because Lincoln Riley's brother, their OC now.
Yes. Yeah.
Interested in that, and if they can
do something,
because that's their thing too. Of like they lose their Longstead defensive coordinator, and now your defense takes a step back.
They did
because their defense was fucking.
So and I mean, it's the same thing really with Oklahoma. Is Venables the head coach?
Yeah.
Kenny Bound. Now Oklahoma, a lot of dudes left when Riley left.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. you gotta spark. It's fucking Oklahoma, for God's sake. All right, I mean, they're not a slouch. They're a staple in college football.
Yeah,
and the Texas.
Yeah,
there's a lot of teams
I just
that
don't believe in them.
No, I don't either.
Do they? And they play at Alabama this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm interested in that game.
Yeah,
I'm interested in Quinn Ewers because the mullet's been cut off.
Yeah,
I think of that Arch Manning coming of like, hey.
Yeah,
you ain't a fucking high schooler. You ain't the cool dude anymore. Like, it's time to fucking
serious up.
Like, you better have a good year to go to the NFL because you will not be the starter next year.
Yeah,
that's a guarantee.
Yeah, yeah, and it's I'll be interested to see what. You already said Florida, but really like the new coaches in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
see what Fickle can do. See what Rule can do in Nebraska. You know. Who knows?
Because you need those teams to be good.
You do. You need those teams to be good. And did you the fucking storm that is happening at Northwestern right now?
Oh my God! And then if you're the fucking acting head coach, how do you let them wear those fucking t-shirts?
I know.
I'm just trying to make as a team to come together. Like, dude,
against the school.
You had a fucking scandal that is the biggest fucking no in college football.
Yeah.
You can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Is it, he didn't know. Well, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah, if you didn't know.
That's a real fucking problem if you didn't know.
Yeah.
That's a bigger problem than if you just let it happen.
Exactly.
Is if you didn't fucking know.
That's the worst excuse you could say. Well, I didn't know.
I didn't know that was going on.
Yeah.
Well, we pay you $8 million a year, coach.
That's what happened to the last guy. Apparently, he didn't know what was going on.
I mean.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That was a funny thing, too, like with Northwestern, because they were going to redo the stadium, and they voted it down.
Mm.
And it was private money from a family that was going to, hey, we don't need you to pay for anything. We'll pay for it.
Yeah.
You just got to give us the okay.
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Shoo.
But it's interesting, because that was the...
Will he ever coach again?
No.
I don't think so.
He'll be a coordinator somewhere.
Maybe.
I mean, hell, a guy that was coaching at Tennessee just got a job as a fucking PE teacher.
Oh, yeah? The with all the
handing
recruiting.
Bags of fucking McDonald's money.
Yeah. I like how he was handing to people and they didn't even go there.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. The big dude from Georgia, the Darnell Washington.
Yeah.
He got paid.
Yeah.
And he didn't go there.
I mean,
that's some shit.
That's my favorite thing is when they pay people off and it doesn't work.
Yes, exactly. They give me like fucking $5,000. It's like, nope. All right, I'm going to Georgia. You guys suck.
I fucking love that shit. I love the fucking shadiness part of it when that shit comes out of like, dude, you guys are fucking, like you were cheating your asses off.
Yeah.
And you're terrible.
And you're terrible at cheating. It's how bad, you can be bad at cheating. These guys are terrible at cheating.
But, I love the, like everybody, like with the Oregon-Washington thing, and then everybody, like, for no reason, Rutgers just getting shit on.
Yeah.
They don't belong in here. Like, well, they have the New York City market.
Yeah, they're going to stay.
What are you fucking talking about? Like, Rutgers, outside of the top 3 schools or whatever, you could probably say bring in more money to the Big Ten than anybody because that fucking cable network
exactly
is in New York City.
Yeah.
They get a fucking $1.32 or whatever every fucking subscription.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now they're doing it in L.A.
Yeah, it's wild. Well, the sneaky team I'm hearing is Maryland.
Really?
Yeah, because of the quarterback, and they got some decent weapons and
Not
things like that.
Tua's brother, is it?
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah. And that's the sneaky team that I'm hearing from the Big Ten. Not to win it,
right?
But just to knock off
somebody off.
Yeah, knock off some teams. And it's I want to say, like the Michigan schedule. I want to say it's like Michigan State, Maryland, Ohio State, and they're like like Clapp pointed out, like that Maryland game, like that's
one where that fucks you.
Yeah, and then something like Penn State's got like Wisconsin, Nebraska, Maryland, and then you know what I mean. It's something like where a couple of the teams have them kind of in, and they're good enough to knock you off if you're not ready to, especially if you play like a night game, then you got a noon game. There's always the reasons why, but they said Maryland's got the talent to compete.
And the interesting thing, fucking Iowa, because you got to remember his son's got that in his contract that he's got to average so many points a game or he's fired.
You got to fire your son. That'd be terrible.
No, that was in the contract, so he didn't have to fire.
Yes, I understand that.
We will do that for you.
How weird is Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Well, that's
if you're fired before Thanksgiving.
Listening to Klatt's show.
Yeah.
He's like, they need to take that out of his contract, get that distraction out of there. It's like, dude, it doesn't matter if they take that out of his fucking contract. It's already out there.
Yes, he's fired anyway.
I mean,
they're doing that so, like you said,
so his
dad doesn't have
to do it.
Yes.
But like it's a fucking joke of like, dude, you have the best defense.
Yeah.
Like you guys give up 0 fucking points
and you can't
to really good teams.
And you can't score 14 a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To really good teams.
Really good teams.
You ever had a quarterback complete a fucking pass and your best offensive weapon was your punter?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean,
and you do nothing but produce offensive linemen and tight ends. How are you not any good?
What the fuck?
How are you not any good? Yeah.
Like, who are we taking? I just draft tight end or lineman from fucking Iowa.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll pan out. Yeah.
Well, how'd you know that? He only caught 3 balls and he started for 4 years in college. Well, he's an Iowa tight end.
Yeah.
We know he's going to be good.
They're going to be fine.
Yeah. Well.
They're going to be good.
But that's interesting.
Yeah.
And it's talking about the interesting point of like, because Fickle installing his defense because he's a 3-3-5 guy.
Yeah.
3-3-5 stack.
Yeah.
Of like, changing that because that's not what they were.
No.
Of like, the defense that they were has been that defense for like 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
Like the previous 3 coaches all ran the same defense.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's interesting.
It is very interesting to see if they have the athletic ability to do that.
Yeah.
Because Cincinnati had the athletes to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, part of the reason why he did it. And and he didn't run it at Ohio State.
No.
So that's the interesting part. Did he just really like it and Urban wasn't on board?
Could have been.
Or did he just like find, you know what I mean? Watch some film on it, watch some clinics, and was like, oh, okay, we could try that.
Well, that's that one thing of like that, the whole 3. Well, I mean, that's Kirk Ferentz thing. I mean,
yeah.
Of like, you just watch that of like, hey, this is very successful in college football.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, it's a slow death. Of like, hey, you might score.
Mm-hmm.
We don't think you can take 15 plays. We think you're going to fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you do go 15 plays and we hold you to a field goal, boy, how demoralizing is that?
No shit.
Because that's, that's the game.
Uh-huh. It is the game. Yeah. Be interesting.
The LSU thing, I think they're going to be...
They're going to be decent.
Yeah.
They're going to be decent. They started to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, because nobody thought they were going to be good at the beginning of the year. New coach, new everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to be good at the beginning of the year, but they came on really fucking strong at the end. Almost made a college football playoff push.
It's easy to make fun of them, but like people forget of like Brian Kelly's a good fucking football coach.
Really good fucking football coach.
Really good coach.
And it's LSU. They get people to go there.
Yeah.
Look at the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at the NFL. They get good talent to go to LSU.
Before it was Ohio State, it was LSU.
Mm-hmm.
All the receivers.
Yeah.
2 of the top 3, LSU.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they had the linemen, they had the defensive guys, they had, cornerbacks. Their defensive backs for 5 straight years were top 10 NFL picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get his players.
Oh, yeah.
It's the interesting thing of like, because everybody's shitting on Alabama of like, this is the year, it's over.
Yeah.
Like, it's over for Saban.
Yeah.
Like,
calm
boy,
down.
fellas. I mean, well, he doesn't have a quarterback. It's like, I feel like they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, he lost his coordinator like he does every other year.
And he has Bill O'Brien.
No, he didn't.
Oh, no, he's back in the NFL, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Forgot about that.
I don't know who he's got, actually.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But
No, they, Notre Dame's.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Kelly, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it Joe Kelly?
Nah.
I thought it was Kelly something. I don't know. It's Notre Dame's guy.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing. I will not leave you guys unless Alabama calls.
Yeah. Unless I got a chance to better my life.
Yeah. So they got their offensive coordinator. Yeah. And Notre Dame will be, because they were up and down.
Yeah.
And, let's see what Freeman can do.
Interested in that. Fucking week 4.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to know.
Yeah.
You're going to know what Ohio State's like. If they struggle with Notre Dame like they did last year, they just don't have it.
Yeah.
Because it's not an early game now.
Nope.
It's this week 4.
Week 4.
You've had some cupcakes coming through here.
Yep. Yeah, because I think the week before that's like Western Kentucky or something like that.
Yeah, it's Indiana and then 2 shitballs.
And then Notre Dame.
Probably get beat by Indiana.
Well,
when's the last time they have not struggled with Indiana?
Oh, shit. Do they still open up on like a fucking Friday again?
I don't know.
Something stupid like that. You know, like high school sports exist, right?
Yeah.
Dicks.
Fucking assholes.
Don't care about it.
The only game in town. You're fucking Ohio State.
People are going to watch your game whether it's on a Friday or
all
Sunday.
All of the regular season games, like half of the most watched ones have you involved in it.
Exactly.
So
calm the fuck down. People are going to watch your shit, man.
I do love that they signed that deal with NBC. Like, you get the night games. Well, we don't play at night in November, though.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how many of those.
Well, I don't know. I thought if it's a Michigan State,
they've started changing some of it because like that was a rule of like, no, 3:30 is late as you can start in November in the Big Ten. Like, then you sold a night game package.
Yeah, exactly. I want to say like the bigger games will be like especially if we're at
you got
Penn
your
State,
big noon, and then you got Well, because they get deals with Fox, CBS, and NBC.
Yeah, you're just raking in the cash.
I think the Big Ten seen it as like, well, the NFL does this with all these. Like, let's just
do that.
We don't need to sign with just one. Let's sign with all of them.
Everybody, let's get it.
We'll sprinkle it around.
Especially if you're adding how many more teams.
Because I assume whatever Penn State whiteout is probably going to be on NBC.
Yeah. That'll be. What was the last time we didn't struggle with that game?
Yeah. Is it? Do we play there?
I don't know.
I don't know how it is either.
No, I think we play it. I think they're in Columbus because I thought they played there last year it was like a noon game.
Oh, yeah.
And they struggle. They come back and win.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was weird, like, because they did that big noon shit of like, hey, when is Ohio State at Penn State and it's not a night game whiteout?
Yeah.
Because that was kind of weird of like, I feel like Fox kind of fucked that one.
Yeah. So they're at Indiana, home the next two with Youngstown State and Western Kentucky.
Youngstown State. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, I know. At Notre Dame, home Maryland, at Purdue, home Penn State, at Wisconsin, at Rutgers, home Michigan State, home Minnesota, at Michigan, Big House.
Yeah. That was one I seen too with the Gene Smith retiring of like a lot of comments like, hey, Jim Tressel should be the next athletic director. And I started thinking, it was like, yeah, but doesn't he still have a fucking show cause penalty? Like, is he even allowed to be the athletic director?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, because you're not allowed to fucking coach.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Because if he would go back to coach, he's instantly suspended for like a year.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so are you allowed to be the athletic director?
I don't know. He's like the president or something.
He's president of Youngstown. Yeah. Like, why would you go be the athletic director at that point in time? But
he's probably close to 70.
He gotta be.
Yeah, he wasn't young when he got in trouble.
Because hell, remember that? He got kicked out of the NFL. He couldn't even be. He was just consulting the Colts for instant replay, and they're like, nope,
like, sorry.
How the fuck can the NCAA tell?
Yeah.
How does the Colts not go, hey, go fuck yourself?
He is 70.
Yeah.
He is 70. Why the hell would you want the AD at 70? Yeah. That's a dumb
when
hire.
You kind of got a pretty good gig.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's in Youngstown, but.
Yeah. That shit will
fuck Christ.
That's one of my favorite lines.
Might get fucking shot on your way to the campus. But
Go Penguins.
That was the Tony Hinchcliffe, which I obviously know who he is. He's from Youngstown.
Okay.
And he was telling his dad owned a restaurant.
Okay.
An Italian restaurant. He said it was phenomenal. Like it was actual Italian. They made their shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Joey.
Oh.
Not Joey's
just
with an
Joey.
S.
Yeah, just Joey.
Just Joey Restaurant.
So dumb.
He said everybody called it Joey's, but that wasn't the name. On the board, it said Joey.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know why. I'm guessing because that apostrophe and that S.
Yeah.
Cost a little extra money.
Well, I'll tell you this. Up until like 3 years ago, I didn't know it was just Advanced Auto Parts.
Yeah, there's no D on it.
There's no D on it. I just called it Advanced Auto Parts. Yeah. Somebody said it to me, and I'm like, it was like the glass break, and I'm like, oh my God, you're right. There's not.
Yeah. Well, it was like we were at the theater. I said Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
And you thought it was downtown Abbey.
I thought it was downtown Abbey. I was like,
no,
that was not even a thing. Yeah. Downton. I'm like, no, it's downtown.
It's not downtown Abbey?
Yeah.
No.
Nope. Didn't know.
Isn't.
I was like, in Abbey, right downtown.
I was watching one of those reaction channels with some British people,
and
they're talking about Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
About how Americans can't pronounce it. And he said, look, there's towns, like counties, they are called shires.
Yeah.
Not counties. And it's Worcester.
Yeah.
So it's
Worcestershire
and sauce. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not Worcestershire.
Yeah,
It's
Worcestershire.
Shire.
Yeah. Wash your sister sauce.
Yeah. Terrible name, terrible sauce. Millionaire.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
No, it's all right. It's a marinating kind of thing. Kind of throw it in there.
The only person I've ever seen now, I hope he's going to take a laugh at this. Luke used to make pizza rolls and put Worcestershire sauce on his pizza rolls.
Really?
Yep.
That's a
I don't know how. It's a weird.
I don't know how it would taste.
They're not bad. Like I was like, I have to try this, right? They're pretty good. Now I'm not going to do it on my own,
right?
But if he's I'll take one. But yeah,
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm a sauce guy.
Yeah.
I like dipping my shit and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad at all.
My feces,
but it was like, it was weird. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, put some of my pizza rolls. I'm like, oh, that's okay. Weird. I'll try it, and it's not bad.
That was one of those. Like, I imagine for him, that it was like because it's nice to have something to dip your pizza rolls in because there's no sauce in there.
Yeah.
Except for the one.
Yeah.
The first one has sauce in it. But I'd like something to dip this in and open the fridge and
ranch.
like fucking nothing in there.
Try
some Worcestershire.
Just try it.
Yeah.
Try it. I had a buddy that would put soy sauce on his mac and cheese.
See, I'm not a big soy sauce guy.
I don't know. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were like salt, I guess it wasn't bad, but yeah.
I think that I do anything. Mine's mostly mustard based, but I don't feel like mustard's too weird.
No.
It's not like eat mustard on fish or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be odd.
But like, chicken tenders and stuff, I'll dip in some mustard.
You're not a tartar sauce fan though, right? I know you're not a big man.
Right.
Oh, okay.
All right, tartar. I'm not a big fish. Like I'll eat, fried like a fish sandwich, like the giant fish sandwich at Captain D's. Yeah, with some tartar sauce.
It's
awesome.
Good shit. Yeah.
But like that's it.
Uh-huh.
Molasses and cod.
Yeah.
Battered and fried. Other than that, I don't want your fucking salmon.
Yeah.
I don't need that shit. Your tilapia. Fuck yeah.
Tilapia is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I don't mind salmon. It's not my favorite, but I'll eat it if I have to.
Yeah.
If it's the only thing that's there, then I try not to make sure it's not there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You want salmon tonight? No. Anything else is fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like sauce-wise, I'm not a big, I'm a buffalo.
Yeah, I'm a big sauce guy. I'm a big barbecue sauce fan. Big Sweet Baby Ray's fan.
Oh yeah, barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce. Big. I really got into I became a big ranch guy too. And
I do wings and ranch. I'm not a blue cheese guy because
only at one spot. Well, do I like their blue cheese? Other than that, the blue cheese sucks.
Because that's another one.
And I don't like the liquid blue cheese. I like a chunky blue cheese, like a thick one.
See, here's within like blue cheese dressing. Fucking hate it.
Terrible.
Now you just throw some blue cheese on a salad.
Mm-hmm.
Good with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like the avocado. I fucking get that way, but it's.
No, I'm with you. But yeah, the ranch, like I'll dip my fries in some ranch or something like that. But
dip my fries in mustard.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm not a big mustard guy, so it's weird to me. I like honey mustard.
See, and I don't like honey mustard.
Huh. Do you like the spicy mustard?
Oh yeah.
Okay. The one mustard that really grossed me out is like they call it like the stone ground mustard, where it's like chewy, like it's chunky, it's crunchy. I'm like, no, that's disgusting.
I made this in my backyard.
Yeah.
What, you think the people at fucking Heinz didn't know what they're doing?
Exactly.
I mean,
why do you need that shit?
The one that I love is like the jalapeno mustard.
Yeah.
The I don't even know what it's called, but I know what it looks like on the shelf.
Yeah.
But it's not like a high-end brand. It's like an off-brand kind of thing. It's fucking phenomenal. It's like the perfect.
Yeah.
Like I'll dip my fries in regular mustard, but I prefer
the jalapeno mustard.
Jalapeno. Gotcha. Spicy brown, okay.
Not bad.
It gets a little sweet, which is,
Yeah.
I like the tang, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I get that way a lot. Like like even on the candy side of it, like sweet tarts. I like the tart more than I do the sweet, and like Sour Patch. I like Tang.
Yeah.
I like Poontang. Like, get me a little Tang.
Oh, yeah. Good shit.
Yeah. I couldn't send it to you because I was watching a little TikTok and I was at work. But I couldn't. Kind of obviously, I get in a section near the building or whatever where I'm trying to send and TikTok's a little weird when you try to, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
And I couldn't send it. But I got into this like algorithm where it was like people shitting their pants on security cameras, but like wearing shorts or whatever, where it's falling out.
Oh God!
Like just plopping on the floor.
God!
It was like, what the fuck? But the one, it was at a fucking airport.
Oh!
And the guy
just kept walking.
Comes up. Oh, everybody keeps walking, and like you can watch it drop and plop out. And it's like, what the fuck? And then there's a guy coming around the corner, and it's on a tile floor.
Yeah.
He fucking steps in it, and it slides, and he falls. Could you imagine being at an airport and slipping and falling on shit?
No,
but the bad thing is, the funniest part of it is like he's coming up an escalator and like turning the corner, and there was a display of fucking luggage.
Yeah,
and he slipped and fell into the luggage.
Oh shit!
It was it was scripted.
God,
that's great.
It's disgusting.
It's funny
as shit though, but goddamn, is it disgusting? That's funny though.
Like the amount of people that, first of all, must just be like fucking freeballing.
Yeah,
because how do you get shit to just pop out your shorts?
And who the hell's just dropping logs?
And like not even breaking stride.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a big log. Like it was obviously it was some plops coming out. Like it was an emergency that they just didn't make it. One of them was walking into a fucking grocery store.
Oh my God.
Of like
why did you go in?
Why did you? Yeah.
Just
shit yourself outside.
Exactly.
Because I'll tell you what, grocery stores aren't notorious for having bathrooms.
Exactly. Yeah. Jesus. I mean, yeah. What a dumbass.
But it's just like, where you put yourself into a position here.
Yeah, man. Just shit yourself in your car. But, go home, get groceries tomorrow.
You step in dog shit, okay, but you slip and fall on human feces.
Ooh, nice.
I like that we both went feces there.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, gross.
But then I told you that the fake fart guy I got on that clip, it's still just funny, man. I don't give, now the ones I don't like are the people that are in stores and are like walking up and acting like they're just farting on people.
Yeah.
You need to have your ass beat. Like I love pranks.
Yeah.
But when your prank is to fuck with somebody,
it's not.
That's not funny.
No.
Oh, somebody put a fucking trash can on your head. You need to have your ass beat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, for sure. You need to die.
The guy had an ice cream cone in a store. He goes, "Excuse me, sir," and he put it up. So when the guy turned, it hit him in the face, and the guy turned around and hit him right in the fucking stomach. I mean, just bam.
Nice.
And you hear the guy, obviously he's mic'd up.
Yeah.
And he starts backing up.
Yeah.
And then that guy starts coming at him. He takes off fucking running. I'm like, that's what you get.
Yeah, no shit.
Don't touch somebody and don't make them think that you're farting in their face while they're trying to buy their groceries.
Exactly. Jackass. Yeah.
Now with the one guy in the elevator when that one came where he like fake shit his pants and it blew out the back and hit the wall.
Yeah.
That was fun. And then he goes, I don't know what you would do in that scenario of like, I mean,
just sit there. It's like, did you just shit? I just start yelling at him.
It hit me.
I'm like, did you just shit on me? I want to beat your ass right now.
Because what do you do? It's a joke. It's a joke before you get your ass beat.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't hit me. Don't hit me. Yeah. Get lay on the ground.
Yeah.
I give up.
Shit. Well, I figure that's about good enough. We didn't do a lot of funny stories today because we told most of them before we ever hit record.
That's a good point.
Like we normally do.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
WideSide.